Good morning, Colorado. Welcome to Tuesday edition of Local Biz Buzz. I'm your host, Larry Hers, and today in studio I have Liane from Colorado Cocoa Pod.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Really good.
You got some mad skills. Like, I can't even imagine how you make this stuff. Give me a little history of you and your business.
Yeah, so I'm Liane, owner and chocolatier of Colorado Cocoa Pod. I am a one-woman business. I do everything myself. I used to be a software engineer, and then I decided to go back to pastry school, where my very first class was Chocolates and Confections, and that's where I fell in love with making real bonbons and chocolates.
Explain to people what a bonbon is.
Yeah, so a bonbon, or kind of like a truffle, it has a hard chocolate shell and the filling is soft, usually a ganache or a caramel. And this is like the modern bonbon, so it's like really pretty and shiny and decorated on the outside, but also tastes really delicious and beautiful.
How do you make a bonbon?
Oh my gosh, it takes about 4 days. So I polish my molds and I have to hand paint all of them. I temper my cocoa butter and my chocolate. So I split it up. I paint the first day, shell or make that nice shell the second. The fillings are the third day, and then capping and unmolding and making sure everything's perfect is the fourth day. So.
How do you come up with, because you got some crazy flavors, how do you, is it some trial and error?
Some of it is trial and error, a lot of it, so my Zodiac is my signature box. It's based off the 12 Chinese Zodiac animals, and I use a lot of Asian inspired flavors from flavors that I grew up with, flavors that you don't normally see in chocolate, and so I wanted to make more, not as sweet and more Asian inspired flavors.
That's funny that you say that, because I just recently have learned, like, Asian desserts are not as sweet as American desserts.
Yeah, they aren't, and yeah, a lot of Asian palates are like American desserts are too sweet, and so I definitely prefer flavor over having like a lot of just the sugary, chocolatiness, or like candiness that most American desserts have. So yeah, a lot of mine are Asian inspired flavors, but I do have like classics like sea salt caramel and like dark chocolate and things to please other people.
I want to run through all these different flavors. Should we do it with this box or the ones that you already cut? Is this like a good sampling?
Yeah, I can do the ones that we cut. So we have a Thai tea right there. Yeah, it tastes just like the drink.
Is there actually Thai tea in it?
I do use Thai tea, yes. I infuse it with the heavy cream that I use, and then I put it inside the filling.
Neat.
And then the next one is an apricot ginger. So yeah, it's not super gingery, but it has a nice little fruity and a tiny little bite with candied ginger. The next one, that's a hazelnut latte. So I have a lot of people who are coffee lovers and nut lovers, so it's a really strong wake you up flavor in the morning. Nice. The next one is cinnamon marshmallow. Yeah, so there's a little bit of marshmallow in the front. Yeah.
I have to try that one. Ooh.
Yeah, so
wow.
I make sure that the cinnamon has a nice strong flavor there.
That's awesome.
Nice and creamy. The next one is a ruby raspberry vanilla. So that's made with what's called like the fourth chocolate in the chocolate world, ruby. So it's naturally pink. It's kind of a berry yogurty white chocolate flavor. So yeah, it's really nice paired with different red fruits, and so I pair it with a raspberry pâte de fruits and a vanilla ganache.
I never heard of a fourth chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that last one there is hojicha, or roasted matcha. So it's like matcha green tea. It's just oven roasted, so it gives it more of a chocolatey, a little bit more earthy flavor. But yes.
I do want to put this box over there so they get a good close-up of this.
Yes.
And then you have some different ones in here, right?
I do, yeah. So that just has a mixture of some of my Zodiac ones, and then I had done some designs to play with, and so I was using them for extra filling. So some of them are just mixed fillings, and some are from my Zodiac 12-piece box.
So this is how many come in this box?
So that's a 24-piece box. I do have 24, 12, and 6-piece boxes available. Yeah. And if people want favors, I do also offer 4 and 2-piece boxes
Okay, and then we got some more madness in all these bags.
Yeah, so these are my new products. They're dragées or panned items. So I have dried fruit, malt balls, and nuts, all covered in chocolate. So I have a variety of flavors. There's like caramel, milk chocolate, hazelnuts. I do a matcha dark malt ball, a cookie butter malt ball, and like dried fruit like a yuzu dried blueberry, which is like blueberry lemonade. So, yeah.
It's gotta keep you busy. If it takes 4 days to make.
Yeah, and it takes about 3 days to make those dragées as well.
Dragées, I've not heard that word before. Okay, now the big question is, where can people buy these?
Yeah, so I sell online. My website is coloradococopod.com, so people can pick up from my home location in Green Valley Ranch, or I also do a lot of pop-ups around Denver, Colorado, and I also do pairings with certain breweries, so you can find my schedule where I'll be at on my Find Us page at coloradococopod.com.
Oh, and what are these? We didn't talk about these.
Oh yeah, so those are my solid snacking bars.
Josh, what are you trying to tell me?
So I make a few different flavors, some really popular like Fruity Pebbles, and I do a solid dark chocolate with cacao nibs. I do have a few Asian flavors like coconut ube, which is a purple sweet potato, and I've done like a coconut pandan, which is like a vanilla. So that in Southeast Asia they use pandan like we use vanilla for flavoring.
Okay.
And it's used in a lot of desserts, and it's bright green, so that's really fun when people are like, oh, what's this green chocolate bar? It's pandan. So yeah.
Amazing. What's your website?
coloradococopod.com, and my Instagram handle and Facebook, they are all coloradococopod.com.
And people can find out where you're going to be?
Yep, on my website. I do a lot of pairings. I actually have one with Colorado Sake Co tomorrow, and I am also part of the Made by Us Denver Market, so I'll be doing a Fort Greene bar pop-up this Saturday as well.
Awesome. I'm going to eat another one.
Yes,
Which
please
one was this
do.
one again?
That one is hojicha, or roasted matcha. So that's the ruby raspberry vanilla with the 4th chocolate ruby.
You ever eat any of these?
I do. I eat a lot. Sometimes when I unmold, I accidentally squish one. So that's
That's
my
one for
snack.
you.
Yeah.
The squished ones go to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Pleasure to meet you. Thanks for coming
Same.
in.
Thank you so
You
much
got
for
some
having
mad
me.
skills. You should be very proud of what you've accomplished.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll see you today at 11:30 for What's for Lunch. We have Limbo Pizza. Look how good that looks. Let's eat. These are incredible.
Thank you.